Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a few little random things. I'm going to be potting up the base of a standard that I have, a Rose of Sharon, and then I'm going to be replacing a few things that died, switching out a few things that just aren't going the way I want them to go. So we're going to be jumping back and forth a little bit. They're just kind of random projects that I need to get done. I've got the sprinklers turned on because I had a plant die over in my forest bed up here. It gets so dry and hot, and there's one spot that the sprinklers don't really get. So I turned them on to kind of look and see where I need to plant this, because I'm going to replant this sunflower that died, but I want to put it in a better spot, somewhere near that where it's going to get a little bit more water. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys. So we have these sprinklers that are really good for this hill actually, because on a hill you want sprinklers that are going to just lightly water the area, because if you put too much water on it, then it's just going to run off and down to the base. So you want something that's going to soak in slower. So these are perfect. I'm glad they put these in on this hill. They really work out nice. And I got a new Suncredible sunflower right here. I planted one right there and it totally died, and I think it's just because this sprays just over it. Yeah, and there's not really a sprinkler here, huh? I feel like there needs to be like one more. I need to be better at watering this area, and this one just dies out on me. It's so annoying. I feel like I need to... I've adjusted this so many times, and I feel like I just need to get a new one. That's kind of what you have to do. But then I'll come out here and then it's not working again. So kind of frustrating. That is the thing with sprinklers, but they really do work best on this hill. So that will be better. I always have to adjust this one. But yeah, nothing really gets this except for when I have my other sprinklers on that water the lawn. We've adjusted them so they get this area. So I have to remember to come out here on the days that it doesn't water and just water all these things. I need to do that today. So I think what I'm going to do, I have the Senorita Rosarita right here, and then I have the sunflower there, but I think, you know, once it gets taller, that water might hit it a little bit better. And since I'm watering this, I just need to remember to water that. I just went out of town, so that was the problem. So I think I will still stick it in that spot, and I'll just need to remember to come out here and water it. Yeah, so anyway, that's just how it is on this hill. It's just kind of difficult. So I'm going to replace that. Look how big this one is. I think this one's going to do just fine, especially if it gets more water. So we're going to do that. Getting sprinkled. And my hydrangeas just look hot today, so I don't know. Usually I don't turn the sprinklers on this time of day, but I wanted to check that. So I did, and they kind of water all my seedlings over here, which is nice. This is my status. Look how good it's doing. I'll just give you a little update on a few things. It's doing so good. I'm so proud of myself, especially with this Lisianthus. I think it's gonna work. It's just, I'm gonna pull these weeds. It's just, I'm gonna get some blooms, you guys. I'm so happy about it. This is hard to grow. It's so hard. I'm not even sure if I'll do it again. Probably when I see the blooms, I'll be like, yep, definitely doing that again. But I'm just proud of myself. I will show you maybe after the sprinklers are done, but my sunflowers didn't get super tall. I guess that one's gonna get taller, so they're fine though. They're perfect for bouquets. It's about time to pick some things, and I have some snapdragons that are also blooming over here. I need to make a little bouquet inside. But okay, let me show you what else I'm doing. Over here, I have this Rose of Sharon topiary. It's on drip, which is really nice. It just kind of runs under here from this window box. Let's get an update on my window box while we're here, because it's looking beautiful. The is this Primrose? Is that the name of this one? I think so. That is so pretty. The Whirlwind Blue Scaevola. Can't remember what this is called. The Fuchsia Supertunia. Aren't these stunning? These Salvia. And then my orange snapdragons are ready to bloom again. These are getting taller in the back. everything's just filling in nicely. I have come in here and kind of pinched off things just so like this one's not overcrowded and it can really get some sun and bloom, and everything can kind of go at the same pace so that everything's getting sunlight and it'll be more even. I've been really careful to come in here and just pinch some things back so they don't overcrowd other things. And then I think at some point I can let it go. This one's being kind of slow. This is supposed to be fuchsia. This is not fuchsia. I'm gonna have to remedy that. Oh my goodness. There's always something. I definitely want that fuchsia though. I'm gonna go find another one. And these actually kind of look different. This looks like paradise. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna fix that. So frustrating. It'll be fine though. It's really not that big a deal. But look how beautiful it is. This is the tiara blue. I like it. I kind of not sure how I feel about the white center. I love it, but part of me is like, I love the pink. For some reason it's like more subtle, but this blue's a little too tie-dye looking for me. It's not really my taste, but I think it's beautiful, but I probably won't do it again in my window box. But look at everything's just really pretty. Okay, let me show you what we're doing here. So I have this creeping Jenny in here in the base and it's just driving me crazy. I had no idea it had these yellow blooms, but this has been in here for over a year now, so I haven't really seen it bloom in spring. And it's bright yellow, and while it's pretty, I just don't love it, and it's just taken this over, and I'm ready to pull it out and do something beautiful in here. Let me show you what I have. So I'm gonna plant the Superbena pink cashmere in here. I'm gonna do one on each end, and then I'm gonna do a mizu on each end. And I think those will both get full enough. That's all I'll need in here. It'll pretty much take this over. And this is the blue chiffon rose of Sharon. So it's a really beautiful purple blue color, and I think these colors will look so beautiful with it. One of my favorites is this pink cashmere Superbena. So pretty. So I'm going to plant those in that pot. And then when I'm done with that, I have a diamond frost euphorbia in here that you can see, and this is filling in really nicely too. So beautiful. Love the Surefire rose begonia, one of my favorites. And then look at this trailing down here. Isn't that so beautiful? I do feel like I got two different colored ones though. This one's more yellow and this one's more orange, but that's okay. I kind of like the orange better, but man, those are just so stunning, and they really just show up brightly. So I have another one of these diamond frost euphorbia because this one in the center of this died, so I'm just going to replace it so it's the same as the other one. So I'm going to do that as well. But let's start with this pot over here. Okay, I'm glad to have that in there. It really was missing that. It just really makes a big difference, I think. It was just kind of small when I planted it, and this one's really big, so I think it's going to be great. But look how pretty everything is together. I really love it. and it really shows up in the back. And as soon as this coleus gets bigger, I'll have more of this color, which I'll love. Let's check out this other pot over here. I'm so happy with it. I could have just packed these in here and made it look nice and full right now, but really these are going to get huge. And I didn't want to spend the money, so it'll be totally fine. These are going to be massive, and hopefully, I've never planted these in a big pot, so I hope they tend to like trail more like this. We'll see. But the mizu will definitely hang down. And like I mentioned, it'll be so pretty with this blue chiffon when these are blooming. And then I think it'll be really pretty with the Russian sage here. Just a really fun combo. And then the pink is kind of brought out in some pink in here that we have. So I think that's perfect. I was going to do the whiteout Superbena, which I absolutely love, but I'm glad I decided on this one because I just love pink. It's my favorite in the garden. I also popped in some more seeds. Every couple weeks I've been coming out here and popping more sunflower seeds out. These are the Pro Cut White Light. These are the ones I started from seed, and they don't look that great, honestly. This one looks much better that I started from seed. Actually, no, this one I started inside too. It's looking better. This one looks pretty good. I just feel like the flowers aren't very full. I need to read. Maybe I need to be feeding them something. I don't know. I'm new to this. But anyway, I planted some more seeds in here, and you can see I've got different sizes because every couple weeks I come in here and succession plant. And I wanted to show you, I think this is the fuchsia. It just starts out looking purple. See this one? Well, this one looks, yeah, see, they just look purple, and then there'll be this. So I'm going to wait for it to bloom. Then we'll decide what to do. It just needs to give me a bloom, so I know for sure this is the right plant and the tag wasn't wrong. I think this is the hottest day this year. Pushing my wagon. It's pretty hot. Of course, it's like the hottest time of day, 4 p.m. So I don't know why I expect anything different, but it's the time I had to get out here. So let's plant this sunflower. Okay, got that in there. I'm so happy with that. It's fun to see the flowers there and have this bigger plant. And that will offer a little more shade for that down there as well. Planting on that hill is kind of crazy, but I got it in. I'm out of breath. But that'll be beautiful, especially by these Senorita Rosalitas. And Spirea, they're the same color as that Spirea. So love it. Can't wait till the other ones are big enough. Okay, one more thing over here. This hibiscus, it's struggling. It needs more water. I need to water this. I need to be better about watering this area on my own. There's a sun credible right here, which is going to be really nice. And then right here, I wanted to plant 2 pink Cashmere Superbenas as well, because I just wanted more pink in here. And I don't know what I'm planting here yet. This area will change, obviously, and I need to add some perennials here, but for now I'm just going to fill this space with some more Superbena pink Cashmere because I love it. And we'll see how it does on this hill. It can be kind of a drought tolerant annual, and this area definitely gets dry and it gets blasted with the afternoon sun, so I think it'll be perfect. So I'm going to plant those next. I forgot to hit record. But that's okay. You guys will miss me slipping on the hill. I think that would be pretty here. That dirt is so hard. So hard. I think that will fill in this area very nicely. I think it'll look really good with the yarrow. It's kind of a dark pink. And I like the blue fescue. But got those in. Those are going to be so pretty. I'll just need to keep watering them. And I'm going to water this hibiscus really, really good right now. Okay, then over here I have these cordata. Or is it Bacopa? Are those not the same thing? I need to look that up. But anyway, these ones worked well, and I think this one, I either didn't have another one or it died out, but I definitely want one here. So I bought another one, but I love this so much. I think it's one of my favorite planters in my yard. It just makes me happy. This color pink is like the perfect pink. I do need to deadhead some of these geraniums. They can start to look a little ratty, but I just love it. It just makes me so happy, but I am going to clean it up a little bit. But look how perfect these are. Oh, the perfect color pink. Get rid of this one, and I cannot wait till all these ones are blooming. It's just sending out so many buds. I finally just barely started fertilizing my pots today. I've been so busy. I haven't even had time to do it. You can see that this has become a little chlorotic, and so I need to remedy that. I need to put some iron tone in here so this survives. But I'm going to plant this other one here so that it's more balanced. And voila, that was super easy to just pop in. It had a perfect spot, and I'll be much more happy to have that white all the way across. It was just really bothering me. I need to come in here too and just kind of twist up these vines so they're going the right way. It's kind of fun to come down here every couple weeks and have more to twist up. It's really filling in pretty nicely this year. I'll probably need to start cutting some too. But this one I'm going to send up this way. Like these I'll probably cut off eventually. That one I'll probably send this way. But yeah, it's just working out nicely. I'm so glad I switched to the ivy. It's so much better than the star jasmine. The star jasmine, it just doesn't survive our winters. Okay, I've got one more area. So in this area, I have these marigolds. They're really pale yellow, and the bottoms of them are just not super pretty. I think they'll definitely fill out. I grew them from seed, and I think I missed pinching a few of them off. So they're a little gangly. But I had planted in here this scavola, and this is not the Proven Winners one. I should have bought that, but they were like $10 at this other garden center, and that's just way too much to pay for them. And in here in the past, I have had these Superbena sparkling amethysts, and they're probably my favorite Superbena. It's probably a tie with the pink cashmere, but I kept thinking about them, and I'm like, they'll be so much better in here. And so when I saw them at the garden center that I can actually get a discount at, and they had them at like, they priced their Proven Winners annuals at $4.50. I was like, I'm gonna get them. I'll just be happier with this area because these are never gonna fill in like I want them to. I'm gonna leave them in and just give them some time too. I'll probably plant the Superbenas in between, but I think the Superbena will spread in between these marigolds, and it will just give me the look that I really want, and I won't be regretting that I didn't do it. And I know I'll be pleased with this one, so that's what I'm going to plant in here. And I probably won't film it because it's really hot and my phone will get way too hot. But I'll just show you when I'm done. Well, first let me show you the plant. Maybe we'll go in the shade. It's a little easier to see. So this is it. Look how pretty. I just love it. And this color is going to look so pretty with the yellow. And this center is just going to bring that pale yellow out. So cute. Oh my goodness. So this does stay a little lower. I think 12 inches is the highest it gets, and the marigolds get pretty tall. So this will be just perfect, I think. And I'm happy with my decision to just put in there what I want so that it fills in nicely. Hey, that looks good. I'm much happier about that. I think that will just fill in the bottom of those stems, and they'll look so much better having something covering them a little bit. These are the Superbena sparkling amethysts. So pretty. We'll definitely have an update on that. Let me show you a few other things that I popped in the ground this weekend. I didn't film it, but I have a few things over here. Now that I'm over here, I can't remember the name. You guys, I just wanted to try this little ground cover annual. It starts with an L. Oh my goodness. I'll put it on the screen. I could not think of it, but I just felt like this needed a little bit of color. In here I have a bunch of different heucheras, which are different colors, and then I have the begonias, the Surefire white, and I just felt like I needed a little bit of color. So I wanted to add some of this blue purple color here, just in front, just in this area here, and I think that would be so pretty. So it's like all along here. And I think that will look good across from here, which is all the salvia that I have over here. That's kind of that purpley blue color. So I think that will be pretty across from each other. Down by the creek, it needed more. So I did more. Let me show you one other thing. Look at my beautiful delphinium. Oh my goodness. It just glows. There is nothing like it. It is kind of a strange looking plant, because it's just so tall and stocky, but oh, this color, I love it so much. Look at it. It's so tall this year. I didn't realize it got so tall. But do you remember where I planted these violas? I wanted some zinnias in here. So I planted these zinnias. They're kind of like a pink color, so they'll be really pretty in here. I took out a bunch of these irises because it was just getting out of control. And I planted way too many like tubers or bulbs or whatever they're called in there. And it was just too much. So that felt good to open that hole, but I felt like I needed to plant something there. And then over here, I have a couple more. So I think that will be fun here. When the delphinium dies back. When this is done blooming, I'll cut it back to the ground. That's what I learned last year. And then I can maybe get some more blooms out of it. I didn't cut it back last year and I got maybe one little tiny one, but I'm hoping if I cut it all the way back, I'll get even bigger ones. One more bloom. Okay. I've got one more chore to do. So back in the corner by my shed, I am keeping what I'm calling my Halloween pots. And then there are all these kind of dark, mysterious plants. This is a elderberry, a proven winners one. And then I have this one. This is let me pull it out. This is a 9 bark. It's looking really nice and full. I'm gonna underplant this in the fall too. Won't that be so pretty? So these need sun, but I just tucked them back here in the shade so I didn't have to worry about drip lines or anything. I just watered them really good, went out of town and came home and made sure I watered them again. So I'm gonna use my dolly and move these somewhere else where I can see them every day and make sure they get watered. I thought I might put the pot back here. I think I am. I'll stick this one here. Hopefully the grasshoppers don't totally get to it. There's a sprinkler right there. If I move my hose over, I think I'll stick it right here. Okay, that'll be good. It just needs somewhere to sit. It'll get the sprinklers on it here. I'm gonna run this zone and see exactly how it's gonna interfere with this. I don't think it will though, because there's nothing over there to water. And hopefully it'll water this plant a little bit. Oh, we got a friend. Got scared. We got lots of friends over here. Anyway, this will be good. It'll add a little bit of interest here. It's kind of dark, but it's pretty against that rock. So that's where I'm going to leave this one. I need to cut back these too. I have some cutting back to do. Over in this corner here, I have this dahlia that I potted up. I wanted to try one in a pot. It's looking kind of dry, but this does go off probably soon here. But this pot I was going to put stuff in, but I was in a hurry and this drip didn't really work, but I think I can get it to work. So I'm going to put the 9 bark here because it needs some height. I'll probably switch it though. I'll probably put the 9 bark tucked back and then put this one here because this is going to get super tall. So that's what I'm happy with that. It's a little tight here. We have this set. I love this set. I got it from Walmart. I mostly keep it covered, but I had a few events at my house this last weekend. But I got it at Walmart. It's kind of hard to find now. But we have to kind of tuck it back here because these sprinklers sometimes land here. It can probably move a little more this way. I need someone to help me do it though. But I have loved it. And this I got at Costco with the stand and it's so cute. So I wanted something back here. Everything dies here because I need to add a drip line to it, but it's nice to have a few pots back there even though they don't match. I'd prefer if they did, but not enough to worry about planting anything. But this will be really pretty. This will eventually be really tall. I'll probably have to put like a tomato cage or some kind of support on this dahlia. But this is the K something chiffon. It's really, really pretty. And then my 9 bark will eventually go on my front porch as soon as it's nearing October. So this is a good spot for it to hang this summer, and I'll eventually fix this drip line so that it's working. So that's perfect. Okay, it's super hot. I'm super glistening. I look tired too. You guys, I'm always so haggard on these videos, so I'm sorry. I don't really care though. I just like throw on some black biker shorts that I've cut offs, like legging cutoffs and t-shirts, and I think I should probably dress cuter on here, but I'm like, I don't care. I don't care at this point. I just want to get outside, be cool, and get my job done. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and put this pot away. I don't need it. I'm not going to plant any more pots up. And I actually have a pot that's over here that I need to put away too that I'm not using, that I had some pansies and violas in. And then I think I'm like set. No more annuals. I told myself I'm done. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.